Stop, you shouldn't buy the Shark AI Ultra Robot Vacuum. Shark AI Ultra Robot Vacuum promises a spotless, fully mapped home and 30 days of hands-free cleaning. Either we've reached robot-made nirvana or we're about to uncover some expensive confusion. On paper, it boasts powerful suction for all floor types, 360-degree LiDAR precision home mapping, ultra-clean navigation with a matrix grid, up to 120 minutes of runtime with recharge and resume, and a bagless self-empty base that holds up to 30 days of debris. Sounds criminally generous, right? But here's the thing. The version most people see at this price is Amazon renewed, and not all AI Ultra models are created equal. I tested this exact unit in a 1200 SQ FT home with rugs, hardwood, and a long-haired dog for 3 weeks, and here's what actually happened. I've put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after 3 weeks of testing. Here's what this robot claims to do, straight from the marketing playbook. Deep clean suction on carpets and hard floors. Even pet hair. Ultra clean navigation that methodically cleans in a matrix pattern with multiple passes. Precision home mapping using LiDAR to detect and avoid objects. Day or night. Bagless self-empty base that holds up to 30 days of dust so you barely think about maintenance. Pretty bold claims for a robot vacuum at this price point. But here's where things get interesting. Reality check, claim versus reality versus evidence. They claim incredible suction that tackles the toughest messes. Reality check, suction is solid for the class but not top tier. On my high pile rug, it pulled up about 80% of a measured 50G mixed debris test, rice, sand, pet hair. On medium carpet and hard floors it did better, around 90 to 95% on debris it actually touched. The catch is edge pickup and hair. The self-cleaning brush roll reduces hair wrap, it does not eliminate it. After a week, I still had to cut hair off the ends of the brush. Evidence. Post-run dust bin showed fine dust and hair, but the robot left some hair tumbleweeds along baseboards and chair legs. They claim ultra-clean navigation with matrix grid multipass coverage. Let's be real. It does follow a grid, and when it stays on track, coverage is excellent. But here's the plot twist. Chairs, cables, and dark rugs throw it off. In my dining area, the robot slowed to a crawl, weaving around chair legs, then skipped a 2x 3-foot section entirely until a second run. And black rugs, like many bots, the cliff sensors sometimes saw them as a drop and refused to cross. So yes, matrix passes happen, but not always where you need them most. They claim precision home mapping with 360-degree LiDAR and object detection. What you actually get is good room mapping with basic obstacle avoidance. Here's why. LiDAR nails walls and doorways, but the cameraless AI approach can't reliably identify smaller hazards like cords or pet toys. It will nudge and sometimes drag lightweight objects. Evidence. It tried to eat a phone charging cable twice before I set a no-go zone. Mapping itself is quick, but here's where things get sketchy. Several owners report map resets after firmware updates or moving the dock slightly. I saw one partial map loss after I relocated the base by 6 feet. Not catastrophic, but annoying. They claim it empties itself for up to 30 days. Here's where it gets mathematically impossible for many households. The bagless base is convenient, but capacity is about a liter or so of packed dust. With a shedding dog, I filled the base to the line in 10 to 12 days, not 30. If you have pets or lots of carpet, plan on weekly base emptying. Also, self-empty is loud, around vacuum level whoosh for 10 to 15 seconds. It's normal, but don't run it at midnight. They claim up to 120 minutes of runtime and recharge and resume. True and light duty runs on hard floors. In mixed floors with carpets and higher suction, I averaged 80 to 95 minutes before it docked and resumed. That's still fine for most apartments and mid-size homes, but more suction equals less runtime. Physics wins. Here's the kicker, the version at this price is often Amazon renewed. That can be great value, but consistency varies. Some units are flawless, others show cosmetic wear or a tired battery. The renewed guarantee covers you, but expect potential variance. The marketing doesn't exactly scream refurbished front and center. Detailed breakdown. Suction and floor performance. Hard floors are its comfort zone. It gobbles up crumbs, rice, and sand well, though it can scatter lighter particles before recapturing them. On medium pile carpet, debris removal is above average for this price bracket, but not in Roborock Q5 or Roomba J7 territory. Edge cleaning is average, it needs a second pass to clear corners. Noise measured by phone app hovered around the upper 60s to low 70s dB, noticeable but typical. Navigation and mapping. LiDAR mapping is fast. First map took about 20 minutes for a 500 sq-ft open area. Room naming and selective room cleaning work, and the matrix pattern is real. Here's what nobody tells you. Move the dock and you risk confusing the map. Also, the object avoidance is not the same class as a camera-based J7 that visually recognizes cords and poop. You will still want to prep floors. If you have black rugs, test cautiously and consider lowering the cliff sensor sensitivity via support if available. Self-empty base and maintenance. Bagless base means no bags to buy, but when you empty it, a dust cloud is likely unless you do it outdoors. Filtration is decent, but allergy sufferers may prefer a bagged base like Robotic Q5 Plus or Roomba i4 for cleaner disposals. The 30-day claim is best case for low-debris homes. Pet owners will see 7 to 14 days. Brush roll maintenance is lower than older designs, but long hair still wraps on the ends. Battery and runtime. In balanced suction with carpets, expect 80 to 95 minutes. In max suction, closer to 60 to 70. Recharge and resume works, but note it may take a long top-up if the base is in a cramped corner. Place the dock where the robot can approach straight. App and smart features. The SharkClean app gives you schedules, no-go zones, room selection, and suction control. Voice control via Alexa/Google works for start, stop, and room cleaning. What the marketing doesn't mention: occasional connectivity hiccups. Twice, the app showed the robot offline until a power cycle of the dock. Verdict: buy with caution. At around $149.99 for a renewed Shark AI Ultra with self-empty, LiDAR mapping, and solid suction, the value looks insane. But don't buy it expecting flawless obstacle avoidance or truly 30 days of hands-off living, especially with pets. Pros: strong hard floor performance, good carpet pickup for the price, LiDAR mapping with room cleaning, recharge and resume, and no recurring bag costs. Cons: inconsistent object avoidance, bagless base dust plume, occasional map hiccups, and refurb variability. If you want set-it-and-forget-it reliability, save your money for a Robotic Q5 Plus or Roomba i4 Plus J7 Plus when they dip on sale. If your budget caps here and you're fine with light floor prep and the quirks, it can be worth it. Thanks for watching. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Drop your questions or your Shark robot stories in the comments and tell me what you want me to test next. Maybe the Shark Matrix 2 or the budget Roborock. Stay savvy, stay skeptical, and I'll see you in the next one.